All right, welcome back to Shaving with Fuzzy. I'm Fuzzy. Hi, y'all. On Thursday, it's around noon. We're doing our Christmas thing at work. They're gonna have a meal for us, which is really nice. It's the first year since I've been working there they did it. Last year, one of the lieutenants on the morning shift, the day shift supervisor, uh, had bought a meal for all his people, and I worked that morning, so I got in on that. But this year, the company's doing it, so that's really great. And we're going to do that this afternoon. I'm off shift until midnight, but I'm going to go in this afternoon to eat. And then it's going to be a busy several days working over Christmas. So get that out of the way. Merry Christmas to everybody that celebrates Christmas, and if you don't, it's okay too. Merry Christmas to you too. Never have understood people getting upset about somebody wishing them something, and it's meant to be a good thing, goodwill, good tidings, and whatever, and they get all upset because it's not something that they either don't believe in or don't do, and they get all bent out of shape about it. And it's like, well, this person's trying to be friendly. I mean, now if they're going over the top and trying to convert you to something, once you say I'm not interested, I want to be left alone. I get that. I'm that way. But someone merely wishing you something that in their mind is good for you, that is a good thing, and they're being friendly and everything, I don't see how people get upset about that, but they do. They really do. That's what I thought. All right, so yeah, it's Thursday, and we're going to do Williams Wednesday on Thursday again. Last week we did Williams Wednesday on Tuesday. Today's going to be Thursday. One of these days we're actually going to hit Wednesday. We really are. So it looks like I got battle scars today. You can see Miss Luna likes to wrestle in place sometimes, and I don't clip her nails good enough. She runs around and she's on concrete and asphalt, and it keeps them wore down. So they're not like they're all long and nasty or anything bothering her, but I don't keep them trimmed up really neat. And we get to wrestling, and of course I got old guy skin, so that's what happens with old guy skin when you're wrestling with the dog. But anyway, so we're going to get cleaned up today, and we're going to do, now I started to do a signature shave today, but I decided that what I'm going to do is, that's going to be my Christmas shave. It's going to be a signature shave. And I think that's fitting that we do that. Oh boy, nice little warm water. I actually have a good hot water heater. It's not real big in the apartment here, but I actually have a good hot water heater, so I get some good hot water. I don't have to use the electric kettle or anything like that. I have one, but I don't have to use it. Here a while back, people were using their electric kettles and boiling water and all that stuff for their scuttles. And yeah, I don't think that's anything to worry with. So we're using our modern Williams and our 1305 here. I don't like using the same gear, too close together. I like to space out times usually on gear, but the 1305, one of those things that gets used a lot because it's a favorite. As a matter of fact, I probably should have saved it and used it for the signature shave, but I have some other little boar brushes. Maybe even break out a VDH. I got my old VDH boar brush. I was talking about VDH the other day, and I've got somewhere around here, if I can find it, and I'm sure I can, I've got my old VDH brush that I've had, a while. People are always talking about they shed, and they're not any good because they shed, and if I pay for a brush, it's not supposed to lose any hair, and yada, 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 yada. Folks, I shed it every now and then. In fact, I shed a good bit. Look at there. I am happy in this cold weather that I've got a couple of good warm beanies to put on my balding spot. I'm a fan of the beanies. Now I just got to get me a good pair of gloves. Somehow, out of all the gear I have, and everything, I did not have a black pair of gloves to wear to work. Go figure. But might stop today, matter of fact. when I leave work or come back from the evening. I don't have to be at work till midnight, and it's gonna be a long weekend. I'm working 2 doubles, and then Saturday day shift is a 12-hour shift. So it's going to be a long weekend. Unfortunately, that means I don't get to make it to my brother's again for Christmas, and everything comes up. In my profession, nice weekends and holidays are often our busiest times. But we very rarely get to do anything, on time. Some of us, anyway. It seems like some of us always have it off. Amazing how that works sometimes. But anyway, all right. So the modern Williams there, cranked on. And for a razor today, drum roll, please. No, we don't need a drum roll. The Starling. I hadn't used this thing in a little while, and really, it deserves more time than it gets for a newfangled SC thing. I guess since I call the double-edged two-sided thingies, I can call this a newfangled one-sided thingy. It for being what it is, a more modern stuff, it actually does a decent job. It really does. Of course, razor, blade to blade. Nothing's defective. It holds the blade tight where you can hold your pressure and angle, which is what you're working on. You can shave with it. Then it's all down to your technique, how good you shave. But anyway, there's nothing wrong with the Starling here for a face hoe. I prefer the open comb plate as opposed to the the regular plate, solid bar, whatever. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But this one, like I said, it's got the open comb plate on the bottom there. Does a really good job in my book. It came with a open comb and a solid bar, and it shaves with the other one, but I don't think it's as good a shave, as comfortable to shave, as fun to shave. Maybe it's because I like open comb razors. I don't know. When I first got this, when I sent it on a pass around, it was given to me. And I sent it on a pass around, and during its pass around, Jayara made it a really nice wooden box. He took this here wooden box and he dressed it out and he customized it for the razor to fit in and everything. There's the other plate in there and everything. So my Starling has a really nice home when it's not being used. There's nothing hard about finding the angle on this thing. If you're a single edge guy and you thought about getting a newfangled single edge, this is one of the ones you can think about, in my opinion. My boss got a kick out of me the other day. There are people that pay attention to the fuzzyisms and the Calvinisms, as they call them. They get a kick out of them for some reason. The other day, I go in and I tell her that we're going to have to start thinking about putting a tire on the work truck. It's got a tire that's starting to look bad. And she had to laugh at me about using the saying, going to have to start thinking about a tire. Well, it just means that it's not dead yet, but it's getting to the point to where it needs to be in everybody's mind that we're going to have to put a tire on it for long. We're going to have to start thinking about putting a tire on the thing. And what they did the other day was they went and put the spare on it. They hadn't got a new tire on it, but they got the spare on it. So we use a fleet management service, repair service and stuff, and they do the absolute, seems like, bare minimum that they can possibly do. If it was my personal truck, I wouldn't pay a shop to do what they do, because they don't. I just don't think they do. But I guess they're working within certain budget constraints that the company sets or whatever. I don't know. have no clue. But none of us that actually, are truck guys or car guys that know, think they do a very good job. But anyway, I had told them that they had a slow leak on one of the tires. I put air in it. I carry my little, battery operated air pump. So I put air in it the other day, and they took it into the shop, and they said, we can't find a leak, but it's got plenty of air in it. What do you mean it's leaking down? It's probably just temperature changes. I don't think anybody's smart enough to know. But I don't think a tire is going to lose down to, 24 pounds of pressure. Because temperature change. Got a leak somewhere. It's not the first time it's leaked down and been aired up. But all they do is put it up on a lift, squirt it with a bottle with soap water in it, see if they see bubbles. That's how they do it. They don't pull it off. They don't submerge it in a tank. They don't take it off the rim and check the inside to see. They don't do any of that. Bare minimum. If I've got a customer who comes to the shop, they tell me they got a slow leak and they've had to put air in, I might believe them. But anyway, that's what you get. I've got a good shop for my personal work that I can't do myself. There's not very much of it. I do a lot of stuff on my own, but I do have a personal shop to use that I don't think is trying to take advantage. They've had a chance a couple of times to really charge me money and do stuff, and they didn't do it. I'm going to say. So for an aftershave today, since we're going to go around and be around everybody, we're going to put on something a little bit fancier. At least it's fancier to me. It's Bashana here. Original aftershave with a blend of fine essential oils, a refreshing, long-lasting fragrance for men. I could do the commercial, except that this is British and I don't have a British type accent. The essence of barbering since 1910. Interesting. But anyway, I do like this stuff. It is a very nice scent. Feels good on the skin. Fuzzy don't moisturize, and I don't care about all that other stuff. But this does feel nice on the skin, and it does have a really nice smell to it. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. And then we're going to walk the dogs and do all that stuff and get in uniform. I got to wear a uniform since it's a work function. That's okay. I'm okay in uniform. Oh, boy, it's good coffee. Good coffee this morning. All right, so that's what we're doing. Hope you're doing okay wherever you are. Again, Merry Christmas to you if you do the Christmas thing. If not, still Merry Christmas to you. I mean it in a good way. I'm not trying to convert you to anything. But if you're in a part of the world where things are really rough right now, keep on going. I think it was Churchill started that saying that, keep on going. Anyway, get this old razor washed up here and dried off. The old blade cleaned up. Whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Miss Susie, special shout out to you. Glad I thought about that before I got this off. Merry Christmas to y'all over there. And I meant to do that the other day and I forgot about it. Miss Press, sorry I couldn't make it. Merry Christmas to you also. And all the rest of the folks there. My Canadian buddies. Miss Katie up there, say hey to her for me and Merry Christmas. Dave in Kentucky and I'm even going to say hey to Ordinary Shaver. Hadn't heard from him in a while, but we'll say hey to him. All my toast buddies, Jara, and now there's going to be names left out. Don't feel bad if I don't mention your name, because I already know I ain't got time for everybody and I ain't got the memory for everybody. But all my toast buddies over there and all my YouTube friends, we appreciate y'all. And we'll see y'all later. Whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, happy shaves to you.